we'll have to see. But in any event,
insight, edge, and no pulled punches. This is Billy C's fight previews and predictions.
yeah, well, we're getting a little fancy with some of our stuff, and this was just a little letting you know that I'm going to do my fight breakdown and predictions right now on the big fight that's taking place. On Yeah, I know coaches promoting Star Boxing. He says got Algieri a fight with Pacquiao and help Joe Smith. You're right. He has. It's just he whatever. I'll give you the attaboy. You're right, Joe DeGuardia, and he's been on this show a bunch of times, and I should probably have him on again. But anyway, we got the big fight this weekend, heavyweight division. Puts Fabio Wardley up against Joseph Parker. Now, Fabio Wardley right now is the WBA interim champion. And please don't get confused with the WBA, because the WBA happens to have Fabio Wardley as the interim champ. The world champion, of course, is Alexander Usyk, and their regular world champion is Kubrat Pulev. So they have not one, not two, but three guys that are walking around in the sport of boxing that claim to be a world champion. I think it's ridiculous, but nonetheless, Fabio Wardley is the interim WBA heavyweight champion. He's got a record of 19 wins, no losses, one draw, 18 of his wins coming by knockout. This is a guy that the computer has him ranked at number 6. The Ring magazine has him ranked at number 6. And Billy C's rankings had him ranked at number 12. Okay, he's not ranked in any of the other sanctioning bodies because he's got the interim belt. He is 30 years old, which is going to be 3 years younger than Joseph Parker. He's an orthodox fighter, stands 6'5", which will give him a 1-inch height advantage, which isn't much. He's a knockout puncher. He's got 95% knockout ratio for his 20 professional fights. He's fought 72 rounds in his 20 fights. Now, his 20 fights will be 19 fights less than Joseph Parker. As far as the rounds, he's got 72 rounds, 180 rounds less than his opponent on Saturday, which I'll get to a little bit later. So after his first 10 fights, in my opinion, he fought the first name in his 11th fight, and that took place in March of 2021. And he fought and stopped Eric Molina in the 5th round of a scheduled 10-round fight. In his 15th fight, he got a win over a decent fighter. I don't want to call him a journeyman, but he was a decent fighter at the time, going into the fight at 19-1, and that's Nathan Gorman. They fought at Wembley Arena, and Wardley took him out in 3 of a scheduled 12-round fight. He also got a really good win against David Adderley in October of 23. He stopped him in the 7th round of a 12-round scheduled fight. He left that fight with David Adderley, who was undefeated at the time at 12-0, with the British heavyweight championship, the Commonwealth heavyweight championship, and the WBO's European heavyweight championship, which set him up for a fight with Frazier Clark, the first of 2. Frazier went into this fight at 8-0. What a great fight it was. If you didn't see it, it was a fantastic fight. Took place on March 31st of 2024. And at the end of the fight, it was a draw, 12 rounds. The way the judges scored it, 114, 113 for Wardley. One uh, let's see, what was the other score? Was 115 to 112 for Clark, and Mark Bates had it even at 113, 113. Um, Clark hit the canvas in the fifth round and got a point deducted in the seventh round. So if you do the math, these judges would have given the fight to Frazier Clark, but nonetheless, it ended as a draw. And then they had the rematch, which was in October of the same year, 2024, and this time Fabio Wardley went in and just blew apart Frazier Clark, knocked him out in the first round. In my opinion, it was the biggest win of his career, which set him up for this fight. And he steps in the ring going against Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was the former WBO world champion. He's currently the WBO interim champion. Like I said, he's got his record 36 wins, 3 losses. He's got 24 of his wins coming by knockout. His 3 losses, one was to Dillian White, one was to AJ, Anthony Joshua, and the third was the one that he was stopped in by Joe Joyce. 39 professional fights, 19 more than Wardley. 252 rounds as a pro, 180 more as Wardley, 67% knockout ratio, 3 years older at 33, and he stands at 6'4". The computer ranks him at number 4. He's not rated in the IBF, WBC, or WBA because he's the WBO interim champion. The ring ratings have him at number 2. And I had him ranked at number 3. We got a comment I'm going to just jump to. He says, Wardley was lucky to win his last fight against Hunay. I'm going to get to that. His big wins, in my opinion, were well, let's go back. You got to go back to, in my opinion, got to go way back. He's got a pretty nice resume. Early in his career, in his 6th fight, they put him in with Francis Botha, and he stopped him. Now Botha was 147 at the time, but still he stopped him in 2 rounds. He also had a big win in 2014 against Brian Minto, who was a journeyman, tough fighter, stopped him in 7. Fought Sherman Tank Williams. Nobody knocks out Tank Williams. He went 10 rounds with him in 2014. He also got a win over Cali Meehan, stopped him in 3. These are all names. I was talking about lack of names on Joseph Parker. He got a win over Carlos Takam in 2016. Alexander Dementro in the 6th, 2016. He won the WBO World Heavyweight title against Andy Ruiz in 2016. He had a couple other fights. He then lost to Anthony Joshua. His next fight, he lost to Dillian White. He came back with a win against Junior Fa. He beat Derek Chisora twice in back-to-back fights. Then he got knocked out by Joe Joyce, which was kind of a shocker to me. But then, he got back on the winning track, won a couple of fights. Then he beat Deontay Wilder, Zhilei Zhang, Martin Bacoli. He stopped, and like Punches and Bunches says, this is my man Brett. Okay, I didn't realize who Punches and Bunches is. He said that he got lucky in his fight against Hunay. But all said and done, Joseph Parker, he impressed me in the Martin Bacoli fight, blowing him away in 2 rounds. He definitely impressed in the Zhilei Zhang fight, getting up off the canvas and fighting a real smart fight, and beating Deontay Wilder. in a 12-round fight. His experience is there. How do I see this fight going? Well, for all intent purposes, Wardley is a power puncher, but he hasn't really faced an opponent like Joseph Parker. I got to say that Joseph Parker has been in there with really good competition. I mean, when you look at Fabio Wardley's first 10 pro fights, the combined record of these guys wasn't terrible. A lot of times you see fighters going in there and the combined record is pretty bad for the first 10 fights. His combined record for his first 10 fights: 110 wins, 122 losses, 12 draws, which isn't terrible. But the key here is they were against all unknown guys. And I just think that Joseph Parker, his experience is going to carry him in this fight. Wardley's expecting to win this fight and get a title shot against Alexander Usyk. But look, I don't think it's. I'm picking Joseph Parker in this fight. I do think Joseph Parker will stop Fabio Wardley. But even if he doesn't, he's going to get the win. If you're going to bet on the fight and you want to lay all the money, you know, coach is saying that a draw is plus 1,800. I don't think this fight's going to be a draw. I think that it's going to be a boxing clinic. I think Joseph Parker may start out a little slow, but he's going to outbox Wardley, and he's going to get the W. And listen, I like Fabio Wardley. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination sliding him at all. It's just that I think he's in there overmatched. And quite frankly, I don't believe that he should have been ranked as high as he was to even get this opportunity. I mean, 2 big wins against, 1 draw and 1 big win against Frazier Clark. I mean, I just don't, I just don't think it justifies a fight of this magnitude against Joseph Parker, who's been in there with everybody and anybody. So maybe Fabio Wardley proves me wrong, but I'm picking Joseph Parker in this one, and I do think he'll knock him out. But my official prediction is a win. Speaking of